Hey, good afternoon. Welcome back. My name is Lisa and I am here, Southern, pure and simple. I'm going to get in the kitchen today and I'm going to make my meatloaf. If you get in the kitchen and make this right here, it's probably one that you've never tasted before. But if you do, you and your family will love. So come along with me. Let's get busy making a meatloaf. Now, I've already put the 2 packs of ground beef in my bowl. And what I use is ketchup, zesty steak sauce, which is like Heinz 57, a little bit of soul seasoning, Montreal steak seasoning, onion powder, garlic powder, Worcestershire sauce, a little bit of pepper, yellow mustard. I've got a couple of eggs, 1.5 onion. I've got a meatloaf pack and the beefy onion soup mix, and also some breadcrumbs. So let me move this right here out of the way, and we are going to get busy mixing this up. Oh, this is going to be so delish. We're going to go ahead with some breadcrumbs, about that much. I do not measure nothing. Let me go ahead and put in my beefy onion soup mix. It's mainly because I'm trying to get rid of stuff, but I have used this right here for a long time. I'm just fixing to start making my own. My meatloaf seasoning pack. I'm going to start making my own of this. One egg. And boop, boop. 2 eggs. And now we're going to go ahead and dump in the onion. Can y'all see what I'm doing? Okay, I think that one right there is about done. About that much. I don't know, maybe a tablespoon, something like that. About that much. I don't go heavy on the soul seasoning. About that much. Montreal steak seasoning. About that much. Onion powder. A little bit of garlic powder. We're just about done with that. Now for the yummy stuff. About that much. Pepper. Let me undo my fan. Can't forget the pepper, baby. Plug my fan back up because pepper is so good. And about that much ketchup. Now we're going to get in here with my hands. Yes, they are clean. No, I do not have gloves on because I am cooking for my family. If I was cooking for someone else, like in a public, or if I was making it for someone else, I would wear gloves. But we're going to get in here and mix all of this up. mix it up really good. You want all of those seasonings in there, which there is a good many, yes. But you don't want a meatloaf that is just ground beef. Ground beef, to me, does not taste good. So it's got to have some flavor in it. And buddy, I know how to flavor. Now, on this meatloaf, I will be putting ketchup on top, on half of it, because someone else that will be taking part in some meatloaf does not like ketchup. They will eat it with it on the inside, just not on top. So let me get my pan. And I put it over in my pan. Woo! And then I press it down. Let me see if I can pin this down with my wrist to where y'all can see what I'm doing here. I do not put mine in a loaf. I like mine thinner to make sure that it's good and done. After I press it down in my 13 by 9, I go around the edge and create a little well in the edge, so that way if there is, and there normally is, some grease, it does not run out in the oven. So I create a little well all the way around. Press it down really good. Pack it. Now hold on just a minute. Let me go wash my hands and I'll be right back. Okay. Now, I'll go a little bit more than halfway with the ketchup because there's only one that does not like ketchup. And then I just go around, make sure that it's good and covered, because as it's cooking, it will create like a little glaze layer on top. There we are. Now, I cook this at 400 and I cover it with aluminum foil for the first 45 minutes. And then, depending on how it looks, whenever I get it out, will depend on how much time I put it back in there for. So it may be for another 30 minutes. Well, no, it might be 20 minutes. It might be 35 minutes. Since it's just a 2 pound, after I cook it for, well, actually, I think I'll just go ahead and cook it for about 40 minutes. And then I will come back and check it and see where we are at and go from there. When I do bring it out, I do go ahead and drain the grease off in a bowl, so that way it's not just sitting in a pan of grease. So wait right here. I'll be back in a little while and I will show you what we look like in the middle of the cooking session. So stay right here and I'll be back in a little while. Welcome back. Here we are. We're fixing to take the meatloaf out of the oven and we will see what it looks like. Go ahead and drain the grease off and see about how much longer it has to go. So let me go ahead and pull this thing out of the oven. Whoop, getting my towel too. Now let's turn it around. Open it up. Oh, y'all. Look how yummy that looks. Can y'all see that stain? Looky there. Oh my goodness. Now what I do is I turn it sideways, gently. I have done this one time years ago. We're talking about 20 plus years. And whenever I done this, the whole thing fell on the ground. I nearly cried. There we go. Oh my goodness, that looks so yummy. Looky there. Now we're going to put it back in the oven for about 20 more minutes. And then we will come back and see what it looks like then. See you back here then. Now this time, putting it in the oven, I'm going to keep the aluminum foil off of it. I only put it on there for the first half of cooking, just so that the topping does not get too brown. Does not burn on the side of the pan, that kind of thing. So that's why I use aluminum foil on the top of it while it's doing its first part of cooking. And then, you know, I don't want it sitting there for, say, an hour in grease. So that's why I go ahead and drain. But I will see y'all back here in about 20 minutes. I'm going to go ahead. Well, actually about 15 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and set the timer, and I will be back here in a little bit. See you then. Okay, and here we are back. I am fixing to take the meatloaf out of the oven for the final time, and let's see what we've got here. Oh my goodness. Look at that, y'all. Don't that look delicious? Now what we're going to do is we're going to set it right here. And we are going to do a taste test. Even though it's extremely hot right now. Look at that, y'all. Can y'all see that stain? No, the fan's sucking it over. Plus the steam from the potatoes is not helping because I'm fixing homemade cream potatoes also. Yummy. That is delicious. Let me know if you do this recipe. Fix it the way that you like. If you don't like onions, don't put onions in it. If you like bell pepper, put bell pepper in it. But you fix it the way that you want to. But this is delicious. Know that I love you, that I appreciate each and every one of you. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that follow button. And leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about Southern, pure and simple meatloaf. Know that I love you, and I'll see y'all back here later. Bye-bye.